or you will bear full responsibility for all the consequences.
Scarborough Shoal actually in the Philippines, which is within the 200-mile economic zone of the Philippines.
Dive into the turbulent waters of geopolitics as we explore China's island expansion in the Pacific, a new Cold War. Unravel the mystery behind China's strategic moves, their impact on global relations, and whether we stand at the brink of a contemporary Cold War in the vast expanse of the Pacific. Understanding China's island expansion. China's island expansion in the Pacific has become a topic of interest, and it's important to understand what's happening. Imagine the Pacific Ocean, a vast and beautiful stretch of water. In recent times, China has been building artificial islands in the South China Sea, a part of the Pacific, and this has caught the attention of the world. Why is China doing this? Strategic importance. China believes that controlling the South China Sea is crucial for its economic and military goals. By building islands, they can claim authority over this area, helping them control important shipping routes and strengthen their military presence. Resource exploration. Underneath the South China Sea, there are valuable resources like oil and natural gas. China's island building is, in part, driven by a desire to secure access to these resources to support its growing economy. National pride. The Chinese government sees this expansion as a matter of national pride, connecting it to historical claims. They refer to old maps to argue that these areas have been part of China historically. What does this mean for the region and the world? Tensions with neighbors. China's actions have caused tensions with nearby countries like Vietnam, the Philippines, and Malaysia, who also claim parts of the South China Sea. This has led to disputes over who owns one in the region. Global trade impact. The South China Sea is a busy route for ships carrying goods between countries. If there are conflicts in this area, it could disrupt global trade and affect economies worldwide. Environmental concerns. Building artificial islands involves changing the natural environment of the sea. This raises concerns about the impact on marine life and the overall health of the ocean. Understanding China's island expansion is like putting together pieces of a puzzle. It involves looking at why China is doing this, how it affects neighboring countries, and the potential global consequences. It's a complex situation that requires careful attention from the international community to maintain peace and stability in the region. Motivations behind China's island expansion. Let's delve into why China is building islands in the Pacific. What's motivating them to do this? Strategic importance. China sees the Pacific, especially the South China Sea, as a really important place. Imagine it like a giant chessboard. By building islands, China can control key parts of the chessboard, making it easier for them to move their pieces. This isn't just about playing games. It's a way for China to show its strength and protect its interests. Resource exploration. Underneath the Pacific Ocean, there are hidden treasures like oil and natural gas. China wants to make sure it has access to these resources to power its cities, factories, and homes. So by building islands, they're securing their ability to get these important materials. National pride. China has a rich history, and the government wants to connect the present to the past. They say, look, these islands were part of our history. It's a bit like claiming a special spot because your ancestors might have been there a long time ago. This is about pride and identity, saying, these waters belong to us because they always have. Now imagine you're playing a game with friends. If you suddenly take control of a big part of the game board, your friends might get upset. Similarly, China building islands has made its neighboring countries, like Vietnam and the Philippines, a bit unhappy. They also want to use the same parts of the Pacific for different reasons. This has led to disagreements, like friends arguing over the rules of a game. So in simple terms, China's motivations for building islands boil down to wanting to be powerful and in control, ensuring they have the resources they need, and feeling a deep connection to the past. But like in any game, it's essential for everyone playing to agree on the rules and find a fair way to share the space, so no one feels left out or upset. Regional tensions. Imagine you have a group of friends sharing a playground, but suddenly one friend decides to take up a lot of space for themselves. That might upset the others, right? In a similar way, China's building of islands has made its neighboring countries, like Vietnam and the Philippines, a bit uneasy. They're all neighbors in the Pacific, and these new islands have led to arguments about who gets to use which parts of the sea. If everyone doesn't find a fair way to share the playground, it could turn into a big disagreement, maybe even a fight. Global trade impact. Now think of the Pacific Ocean as a busy highway where trucks and ships carry things between countries. China's island building is like a construction site on that highway, and if there's a big mess or a roadblock, it can affect everyone using that road. The South China Sea is a crucial part of this highway. And if there are conflicts, it could slow down or even stop the flow of goods between countries. This could be a big problem because many countries depend on these routes for things they need every day. Alliance dynamics. Sometimes, when friends see one friend causing trouble on the playground, they team up to make sure things are fair. In the grown-up world, when countries see one country being a bit too pushy, they might form alliances to balance things out. China's actions have made the United States and other countries think about teaming up more closely to make sure everyone plays by the rules. This is a bit like friends watching out for each other on the playground. Environmental concerns. Picture building something in your backyard. You might dig up the ground, move things around, and that could affect the plants and animals living there. When China builds these islands, they are changing the natural environment of the sea. This could be like rearranging things in the playground and not thinking about how it affects the trees and flowers. It's important to be careful so that marine life, like fish and corals, doesn't get hurt. Just like you'd want to keep your backyard healthy, it's crucial to think about the health of the ocean when making big changes like building islands. Are we witnessing a new Cold War? When we hear Cold War, we might think of a time when the United States and the Soviet Union were like two rivals in a big argument. But things are different now. Economic interdependence. Back then, it was a bit like two people not wanting to talk to each other and doing things separately. But today, China and the United States are more like partners in a big project. They need each other to make things work smoothly. If they suddenly stop working together, it could create a lot of problems, a bit like stopping the gears in a clock. So even though they might not always agree, they have to find ways to keep the gears turning smoothly for everyone's benefit. Multilateral diplomacy. Imagine a group of friends playing a game. Instead of just arguing among themselves, they decide to bring in a referee to make sure everyone follows the rules. In the grown-up world, this referee could be something like the United Nations. Today, countries are more likely to talk things out on this big international stage rather than just shouting at each other. It's like playing a fair game with agreed-upon rules, so everyone has a say in how things should be. Technological competition. Nowadays, it's not just about who has the bigger and better ideas. It's also about who can create the coolest gadgets and technology. It's like a race to see who can make the most amazing inventions. Back in the old Cold War, it was more about who had the right ideas and beliefs. Today, it's more like a friendly competition to see who can build the smartest and fastest things. It's not just about saying, "I'm right, you're wrong." It's about saying, "Look at all the amazing things we can create." So even though we might use the term Cold War to describe what's happening, it's not exactly the same as before. The world has changed, and countries are finding new ways to work together, compete, and make sure everyone has a chance to play a part in shaping our shared future. As the waves of change ripple through the Pacific, the question lingers: is China's island expansion steering us into a new Cold War era? Navigating this dynamic geopolitical landscape requires global cooperation, careful diplomacy, and a commitment to shared prosperity for a sea of nations seeking stability and harmony.
In the ever-evolving landscape of military technology, innovation stands as the cornerstone of superiority. The realm of reconnaissance, in particular, has witnessed a paradigm shift with the advent of the autocar Akrep II, a formidable scout car poised to redefine the game of modern warfare. Unveiling the Akrep II, a marvel of engineering. Picture this: a sleek, agile beast prowling the battlefield with unmatched stealth and precision. The autocar Akrep II, the latest iteration of the renowned Akrep series, emerges as a true marvel of engineering, blending cutting-edge technology with a design that embodies both form and function. At the heart of the Akrep II's prowess lies a powerful hybrid propulsion system, seamlessly integrating electric and diesel power. This innovation not only enhances fuel efficiency, but also allows the vehicle to operate in near silence in electric mode, making it the perfect choice for covert operations and stealthy reconnaissance missions. Adaptive armor and defensive dominance. The Akrep II doesn't just rely on its speed and agility, it boasts an adaptive armor system that responds dynamically to the level of threat. Inspired by nature's own defenses, the vehicle's armor can adjust its thickness and composition, providing optimal protection against various types of threats, from small arms fire to explosive projectiles. This adaptability ensures that the Akrep II remains a step ahead of its adversaries. Moreover, the Scout Car's defensive suite includes state-of-the-art countermeasures, from smoke dispensers to advanced electronic warfare systems. This not only safeguards the vehicle and its occupants, but also disrupts the enemy's ability to target or track the Akrep II effectively. Sensory supremacy, eyes and ears everywhere. In the realm of reconnaissance, information is power, and the Ekrep-2 stands as a sentinel with unmatched sensory capabilities. Equipped with an array of high-tech sensors, including infrared cameras, radar systems, and LIDAR, the Scout car can perceive its surroundings with unparalleled clarity, day or night. But the true game-changer is the incorporation of artificial intelligence, AI, into the Ekrep-2's reconnaissance suite. This allows the vehicle to autonomously analyze vast amounts of data, identify potential threats, and even adapt its tactics on the fly. In essence, the Ekrep-2 doesn't just see, it understands, command and control, the tactical nexus. A key feature that sets the Ekrep-2 apart is its integration into a broader network-centric warfare framework. Acting as a mobile command and control center, the Scout car can relay real-time information to allied forces, enhancing situational awareness and coordination on the battlefield. This connectivity not only elevates the effectiveness of the Ekrep-2, but also amplifies the capabilities of the entire military unit it supports. Beyond borders, versatility, and global appeal, the Ekrep-2 isn't confined to a specific theater of operations or a particular type of terrain. Its modular design allows for easy customization, catering to the diverse needs of military forces around the world. Whether navigating dense urban environments, traversing rugged landscapes, or patrolling vast deserts, the Ekrep-2 adapts effortlessly, making it a versatile asset for any military strategy. Environmental responsibility, green warfare. In an era where environmental sustainability is a global priority, the Ekrep-2 leads the charge with its eco-friendly design. The hybrid propulsion system not only enhances operational efficiency, but also reduces the vehicle's carbon footprint. This commitment to environmental responsibility reflects a new age of conscientious warfare, where technology is harnessed for both military prowess and ecological harmony. In the world of military technology, the Otokar Ekrep-2 emerges as a harbinger of change. It seamlessly blends innovation, adaptability, and environmental responsibility, setting a new standard for reconnaissance vehicles. As the Ekrep-2 takes center stage on the battlefield, it not only changes the game, but heralds a new era where technological prowess and strategic acumen converge to shape the future of modern warfare. The Scout car isn't just a vehicle, it's a sentinel, a commander, and a testament to the relentless pursuit of excellence in the service of national security.